Hi, my name is Suzanne Lancaster, and I was looking for fence companies in Mansfield, Texas, and came across your name on Thumbtack. And I wanted to talk to you about making a website. I found you on obviously Facebook, which was about the only way I could get some information on you. And just wanted to make a video for you. You do great work. I looked through your pictures a few nights ago and it's beautiful. You do really good work. I notice that you kind of go everywhere, which is really cool. Um, and you're very active on your Facebook page, which is also great. This is wonderful. Um, Let me tell you why I think you should have a website and how it can help you. So, I use Google for all my searches on that's my big search engine, which is about what 90% of the population uses. And I look for everything on Google before I do anything. Service companies, to doctors, to attorneys, everything I look up on Google first. And so having a website, even if for a small business owner, is a really smart move. So when I was looking for fence companies in Mansfield, Texas, let me show you what comes up. So there's A&P Lawn, Landscape and Fence, and Alamo Fence Company. And both these guys have addresses in Mansfield. It looks like that you're Mansfield based also. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. Um, but if you have a name, address, and phone number in Mansfield, that's not your house, that's, somewhere, you need to submit it to online directory so that you can get ranked up in this top of this Google local. And if we press more places, which people usually don't. They're usually going to pick one of those top three companies. I'm looking, I don't see you listed. Okay, so we need to get your name, address, and phone number submitted to Google, which we can do, and other online directories too. So online directories talk to Google and say, hey, we have the same companies listed, 50 different directories. And so Google says, well, it must be a legitimate company for this city, let's list it. And so how many listings are we talking about? So here is a software called WhiteSpark. There's 43 other directories that have Alamo Fence and A&P Lawn listed with their name, address, and phone number, the same. So we would need to list for you, I would do at least 50. And there's a lot of online directories. We know which ones Google looks at more importantly. It ranks them higher in its mind. We know how to do that for you. Let's look at this part is Google Organic. And you can see that Mansfield, or A&A Fence Company, which is not even in Mansfield, is actually in Arlington, is ranked high number 2 for Mansfield. And the reason it is because it has a lot of content about Mansfield on it. This is their website. You can see that they have in their header, they have their phone number. This page has fence, it used to say Mansfield. Here we go. Sorry, I was on a different part of the website. So when you click on it for Mansfield, it comes up Mansfield, Texas. So they have a different page. Let me move up this screencast for a second. You could tell they have service areas in Mansfield is its own subdomain. That's how they did that. So, but they're showing up high in Google. So you can tell they list their services. They list the fact that they're in Mansfield several times. I mean, it's 3 times on this first page. Mansfield again, then they put their services on here. So I always recommend having a website, having the first page have 1,000 words of content. And the reason is in that 1,000 words, you're going to put all the keywords that people are looking for when they're looking for fencing companies. So you would put fence company, fence contractor, fence installation, the type of fence, wood fence, iron fence, wrought iron fence, chain link. If you do vinyl fence, everything, you can put all of that on your website. And then if you do, it looks like you did do some really nice gates. The automatic entrance pedestrian are also information that you need to put on your website. If you have an Angie's List award, a Better Business Bureau rating, these are important to have on your website, mostly for your customers. Google doesn't care about that stuff necessarily. Having your business hours listed, Google likes seeing that. It likes seeing the address, just to know that you are a legitimate business. And they can go on your website and talk about the company, yourself, you know, why you started fencing, what you like about it, who you service, you know, your favorite customers, stuff like that. Um, if you do residential and commercial, you can put that in there. Having a photo gallery. Photo galleries are fun, and I'll show you what I have an idea of. And if you do other things other than fences, if you do decks or pergolas, we can put that information on the website too. So going back to the home page of this website, which you can tell it's Arlington instead of Mansfield. What keywords do you think are in here? So there's a software called Alexa that tells us what keywords. Fences are number one, and then their website specifically is number two. Kelly Blue Book, I don't know. That's a weird quirk. I'm sure that's hidden somewhere in their website that we just can't see. And then the other thing that gets them ranked higher are backlinks from other directories. So that means backlinks are votes from other websites that say this is an authoritative website talking about fences, fence installation, types of fence, etc. in Mansfield, which you could tell it had Mansfield all over it. So 14 other websites are talking about it, which is a lot, but that's something that we can do for you. Just takes some time and effort to build those votes. So let me show you a mock-up that I did of a website that I'm proud of. I called it Mansfield Fencing Company. No one in Mansfield has that name yet, so we can use that for the name, address, and phone number, and also for the website URL. So that's the title. Header is We Build Fences, and the types of fence. This would be a clickable link. We will put your phone number in here. If someone is looking at this on their smartphone, they push this button and it calls you automatically. The first thing I like putting on my websites are a contact form. This way, if someone doesn't necessarily want to call you, they can fill out their name, phone number, and email. You get the email within 30 seconds, and you could call them back. Or there's software out there that we can turn on that they fill out this information, and then you're able to call them immediately without waiting for the email, which is really nice. So then I have my my authoritative content talking about the different types of fences, talking about gated entry, common questions. So I put all the different services that most fencing companies do. These cities I listed are all right around Mansfield, about within 30 minutes of it. That's important to have. Typical fence cost. This phone number would be another clickable link. Here's Mansfield Fencing Company, so I have it in here several times. We would link your Facebook page. If you don't have a Pinterest account, that would be something else that I would recommend doing. We put the pictures on your Pinterest account. We also need to put to start a Google Plus local business account also, which of course that's all free. But that's really important to get you ranked higher up in Google when you have a business listing in Google. Here are my pictures right under the form. They're on a slideshow, so they're not taking up a lot of real estate on your website, but people can look and watch these pictures. You can even have a little tag down here that shows all the different pictures. A YouTube video is a really good thing also to install on your website. If you have a video of an installation going up, putting that on YouTube and putting some keyword-rich tags such as, you know, what type of fence, the fact it was installation, maybe the type of post that you used and where it was located, the type of soil, all that stuff. Put that on that video, and then you attach it to your website. Google owns YouTube now, and so it gets ranked up higher because of that too. So let me show you what this looks like on a smart device. So this is, you know, looks like a cell phone. Pretty funny that they can do this. So you can see the title's right there. If you want to look at the other pages, it's right there. First thing someone sees is a contact form. So if they don't want to go any further, they don't have to. Then they have the pictures in the slideshow format. Then we have our text. All the different cities, everything like that, and then the bottom. And this will be gone when the website's published. It will have in the footer, you will have your name, address, phone number right here so that people can see that again. So it's just a really nice look for a smartphone. It's really easy to look at, very user-friendly. even, older people can look at it and that would not hurt their eyes or they would be squinting. So those are just some ideas I had about making a website. I look forward to hearing from you. I think I could really help you stand out on Google and get a lot more work and just change your life. My name again is Suzanne Lancaster. My phone number is 214-236-4678. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video.